I knew at any time, any day, I might not be here anymore at that time, and I was okay with it.
Wow.
After the device came, it was August 3rd, 2022. The cardiologist PA ordered an ultrasound. Now, this is after I had my device. And the cardiologist PA ordered an ultrasound with the result. She said she didn't need to see me anymore, just once a year.
Hey, Terri, thanks for spending some time with me today. That's
Well,
an understatement.
I love spending time with you. This is awesome.
You are so adorable. So, Terri, can you start off just by telling the listeners a little bit about how you were feeling and your history prior to coming to QHS?
Of course. First of all, I'd like to say hi to everyone. I'm Terri. Hi to Tracy. Thank you for putting this all together for QHS and allowing me to share my story. I'm a wife and a mother and a grandmother. I'm founder of Heart Space in Greenwood, Indiana, which is formerly Mind, Body, Soul. We called it a center for conscious living, a place to simply be, and a wellness center. Now, the name changed as the center expanded and became a gathering place for like-minded people to learn their life lessons together. Whether you were a local resident or an international guest, each person enjoyed the ambiance that Heart Space provided, which was supportive of their physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual growth.
Wow.
And our mission statement is love all, serve all. And we did have international guests. We even had someone from the United Nations that came for a weekend. It was wonderful, wonderful.
I love that mission statement. It's beautiful.
It's so pure. It's just so pure. Everyone can fit in that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I grew up with open-minded parents. My mom was extremely intuitive, and that was not so good sometimes because she always knew what I was going to do before I did it. It did save me some grief, though. And my dad saw UFOs. He also had an eye-open vision of the Blessed Mother 3 weeks before he died.
Wow.
Now, they were both grounded in traditional Catholicism and made sure that I was too. But it was a good thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
After my dad died in 96, our longtime neighbor contacted me and told me that my dad wanted her to contact me and tell me that he believed everything that I was teaching. And that he was proud of me. And that made me feel so good. That was one of the heart spaces. My parents admired and encouraged my unique way of thinking about others and the world around me. Now, after the early death of my mom in 1981, I began searching and studying new methodologies to help myself and others grow spiritually. A whole new world opened up to me after she died. After gaining knowledge and techniques and having experiential wisdom, I began sharing and teaching what I was learning. One of the main workshops that prepared me for the rest of my life was the Silva method of mind development and stress control that I taught for 8 years in Indiana and surrounding states. A great foundational program. I was certified as a hypnotherapist with the National Guild of Hypnotists in 1994. And this was the same year that I opened Mind, Body, Soul, which later became Heart Space. I continue to be a student and a teacher throughout the years, which includes many alternative healing modalities. In 2014, HeartSpace was offered the opportunity to be an authorized temple for Crystal Tone's Alchemy Crystal Bowls, the finest crystal bowls that I could find. I offered Crystal Tone sound baths and messages to groups weekly. The frequencies of these bowls the frequencies are awesome. Kind of goes along with frequencies. I'm into frequencies.
Yeah.
I offered private crystal bowl sessions also by appointment. The frequencies and tones were a healing experience for all. I am also a biofeedback technician using several modalities, including personal sessions with the EPFX, the Indigo, the SRC4U, and I also worked with the M-Coil PEMF device, always into alternative devices. I have been called a valuable life coach, soul coach, and intuitive reader. I offer help to clients on their journey, drawing from many healing modalities. Now, here's where the challenges began. In 2016, I began having health challenges. I fell off the back porch and dislocated and fractured my left foot, a Liz Franck fracture. I was having terrible pain. I couldn't walk. I had to wait 3 days for surgery, and I was in the hospital for 5 days and 1 week in a rehab facility. It took physical therapy to assist in healing, and I was still not walking unassisted for many months after that. 6 weeks later, I went to the ER again, ending up with pancreatitis. The second visit, they kept me for 3 days and then surgery to remove my gallbladder. The doctor had to repair the umbilical hernia he found when he went in to take the gallbladder out before he could even get to the gallbladder.
Jeez.
And I know, and I ended up with gout 3 days after the surgery. I thought that my foot was broken. My other foot was broken. That wasn't it. Well, the doctor thought I was cuckoo nuts, you know. He said, "You haven't even been up. How could you break your foot?" I said, "I don't know, but it feels like my foot is broken." I didn't know how that felt. So anyway, I had challenges with walking after that. I needed a walker, a cane, and a wheelchair. Later in the year, I had surgery to remove the screws and hardware they used to repair the foot because it started coming out through the skin.
I've heard that before. It's crazy.
Oh, and it's awful, just awful. Now, in 2017, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and I was prescribed insulin because it was uncontrolled. It was not controlled. And that was a horrible feeling. The sugar highs, the sugar lows, and all of that was very, very disconcerting. In 2018, hypothyroid was diagnosed, and they gave me Synthroid. I was diagnosed with depression. Of course, I was depressed, put on Prozac and Wellbutrin. They told me I have stage 3 kidney disease, and that's because I only had one kidney, because I had the other one removed in 2004.
Wow.
In 2020, I closed HeartSpace at the onset of COVID. COVID was not good to me. It wasn't good to most people, I don't think.
Yeah.
My health was not getting any better, and I couldn't keep it going. This was a heartbreaking decision for me to make because that was part of me.
Yeah. It's like probably your greatest joy of your
Yeah.
daily practice, you know?
Yeah. And I said, this is Jim and Terri, the next generation, you know? And it didn't talk back like my kids. Now, I had it since 1994 to 2020. And it really was a big open space left for quite a while.
Wow.
In 2021, I was diagnosed with cellulitis. You know, when the doctor told me that, I asked people when I left, I said, "What's cellulitis?" People didn't know. Nobody really knew what cellulitis was. So I started doing the research and all of that. And then I found out that it was really quite dangerous.
What is it? I don't even really know.
It's an infection.
Mm.
An infection and inflammation that absolutely you could lose your legs, your toes, anything that, you know, it could go throughout the body and you could lose your life
Oh, wow. That's
with it.
scary.
Yeah. I had terrible pain and swelling in my lower limbs. I was on and off pain meds, the good ones, and antibiotics for months until when I got my QHS device. And it's especially dangerous for diabetics because, you know, there's challenges, you know, with
Right.
limb, all that kind of stuff anyway.
Mhm.
Okay, in 2021, I went to the ER and I was diagnosed with a pulmonary embolism. And they prescribed warfarin. Well, I had told people, I don't know how many times, do you know what that is? 2021 also, I had the first visit with a cardiologist, and she told me I had had 2 heart attacks, an atrial flutter and hypertension. I said, "When did I have the heart attack?" She said, "Well, it shows here that you've had 2 heart attacks." She ordered a stress test and an electrocardiogram. The stress test was normal, and the echo was supposed to last for 2 days. Was supposed to go back the next day to continue it. They called me and they told me I don't need to come back for the test. And I said, "Well, why not?" They said, "The doctor just said you don't need to come back for the test." You know, I think she had already written me off.
Ah, what a great bedside manner.
Oh my gosh, Tracy, if you would meet her, you would just feel the same way. And then on the next visit to see her, she was angry with me. And she said to me, "I have something to tell you, and it's not good." She said, "If you have an incident," she said, "I don't think you'd even make it."
Oh my gosh.
My husband is my witness. He was sitting right there with me. And she said that. She got up and she went
Wow.
out of the room, shut the door. I went out to, you know, to take care of business. And I don't know, but she gave me over to her PA. They had me make an appointment with her physician's assistant. And I love her. That was a blessing from God. God knew I couldn't
Good.
take not one more minute with that person. So anyway, she's very kind to me.
Good.
I also been diagnosed with hypolipidemia, morbid obesity, and incontinence. None of them were any fun. And now wait, here it is. That's all of that. The miracle begins.
Yay.
I have a dear friend that contacted me about QHS. I've known him for 30 plus years. And he said, "This is it, Terri. This is what we have all been waiting for. We have been through so many. This is it. I can't even begin to tell you, but this was it." Now, he's a true visionary and very connected with the latest technologies out there. So I always would like to hear it. But at this point in my life, being so depressed, I just told him, I cannot afford anything else right now. And he shared about the genuinely gracious offer made to all by QHS. And that's the only reason I could get it.
That's
So I'm
great.
grateful. QHS was getting ready to close registration for a short period, so I had to act now, he told me. I registered on June 24th, right before the membership door was closed, as a flagship reporter, brought my family in with me. I'm so grateful for QHS. My device came to me first in my family because I was kind of on that critical list, you know?
I think so.
Yeah, I was very ill. I was bedridden for 2+ years. I had no energy. I didn't even go to my living room, not to my kitchen. I didn't cook, I didn't clean. My husband did everything for me.
Wow, bless his heart.
The depression was overwhelming. I literally only went out to doctor visits by wheelchair and to a handful of family holidays in that 2.5-year period of time. And you know, I knew at any time, any day, I might not be here anymore at that time, and I was okay with it.
Wow.
After the device came, it was August 3rd, 2022. I just showed my age. The cardiologist PA ordered an ultrasound. Now, this is after I had my device. And the cardiologist PA ordered an ultrasound. With the results, she said she didn't need to see me anymore, just once a year.
Nice.
My medications were cut in half, and there was no mention of atrial flutter. You see why I like
Woo.
much better than her boss?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
The kidney specialist said, "You have a happy kidney." And I just was so thrilled. Diabetes was under control. My A1C was 6.9. I was using less insulin, and they were helping me to use less insulin as I continued to get better with the device. I had no more restless leg. I don't know if you know how that feels, but it's like you get in bed and you get ready to go to sleep, and then all of a sudden your leg starts moving.
Wow.
And it's horrible, horrible. I have challenges with sleep anyway, but that's not a good thing. And I have it no more. They had given me medicine for it, so I couldn't take it because of the side effects, but I don't have it anymore. So that's awesome. Hypothyroidism is under control. Now I only have to see my endocrinologist yearly. He does blood
Nice.
tests in between, but I don't have to go in and see him. They just, he gives me the results. Everything's cool. I have a cataract, so I had to see the ophthalmologist for my yearly visit. The cataract does not need any attention at this time, he said. My eyesight, they told me, wait till you hear this. My eyesight is 20/20.
No way.
I do use reading glasses, but yes, my eyesight is 20/20. I'm negative for diabetes-related problems of the eyes and negative for visual disturbance. How about that?
That's cool.
The cellulitis is completely gone. No more infection and no more swelling. And that is one thing that made it really much easier for me to get up and move around. I
Good.
still have some wheelchair moments, but not like it was. I'm getting out. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. You see me now, and you have to realize that I have lost 50 pounds in the last few months.
Woohoo! That's awesome.
Since the device, and I mean my entire life, I've been on and off, on and off, on and off, up and down, up and down. And this was the easiest 50 pounds I've ever lost. Now I'm a little bit at a standstill, but my endocrinologist says, "Terri, that's okay, because that makes your set point lower So the next time it won't want to go above the set point.
Mm,
So he
good
said,
point.
it's a good thing to stall. He said, I'm getting out more. I've been out in my backyard. That's wonderful. I'm doing some cooking and cleaning. I'm taking care of my new puppy. And she's
Nice.
adorable.
Yes.
My husband and I have gone for drives to Brown County Park and just had a good time together. And I want you to know that I'm up and out of my bed all day long. Yes, I'm living the good life now.
That's so cool, Terri.
Gosh, now wait here. 2.5 months ago, I started herxing, and that can be part of the process because, when your body's healing, sometimes things come up to be healed that you don't even realize you have stored inside.
Right.
Now, my herxing materialized in the form of anxiety and panic attacks. I saw my primary care doctor. I did all the things that Cynthia said to do. Call your doctor, take care of your medical conditions. So I did that. I saw my primary care and she referred me to a psychiatrist, which I was nervous to go to because, sometimes, you can see visions and stuff like that. Well, my friend called me and she said, don't tell her that.
Oh, yeah, she'll lock you up.
So anyway, the psychiatrist was absolutely a godsend. I asked for God to send me to someone that would really totally understand me, and she had me nailed. I mean, she was so wonderful, and she was having the same experiences herself.
Oh,
So she didn't think I was crazy.
good.
Well, I didn't want to say that word. Okay. So she did diagnose me with panic disorder. I contacted the cardiologist and they had me wear a 24-hour monitor for 31 days. That was not good because my puppy wanted to sit right here and that monitor was there. That was kind of hard for her to sit on that, but I got through that. Everything was okay. I contacted also the endocrinologist about the thyroid because sometimes your pulse rate goes up with thyroid challenges. Well, everything checked out okay with the blood test with that. The panic attacks were debilitating, and I was having full-blown panic attacks starting after midnight, 3 or more before 6 a.m., and then 3 or more before noon.
That's
And
scary.
I was so tired, but I couldn't close my eyes because then it could start again.
Mm.
I was anxious to go to bed at night because of panicking. And I want you to know, it's real. The pulse goes very high. I feel like I was feeling like I was having a heart attack, sweating, unclear thinking, and nobody around me understood what was triggering the panic, including myself. It would come out of nowhere when I wasn't even stressed. Now, I believe that panic was coming from trauma that needed to be released at the cellular level.
Mm-hmm.
This was part of my healing process, part of the herxing. I had taken medications in my life that suppressed emotions and nervous challenges for many years.
Oh,
And
I get it.
they needed to be released.
Oh.
Once again, God led me to the answer to my challenge. I tried all of the modalities that had worked for me and my clients in the past, but nothing was helping. I had just volunteered again to moderate for QHS Twine Zoom meetings. And I didn't know if I could help until the panic and anxiety was controlled. So I asked God, please help me find a solution to the problem I have in mind. And then I thought about what was going on with me. And then I let it go and I went to sleep. Now that's old Silva problem solving tool. I thought, talk with Julie. I woke up the next day and I thought, talk with Julie. So I contacted her, Julie Melody.
She's so
I told,
lovely.
oh gosh, she's wonderful. Just so her understanding is just beyond this world. Of course, I like that beyond this world stuff.
Yeah.
So I contacted her and I told her I wanted to ask her about the panic and anxiety I was having. When I shared with her, she knew exactly what I was experiencing. You see, this divine guidance. Her compassion and understanding was so awesome. She told me she could show me exercises to help me release the cellular level trauma that was stored in my body.
Wow.
Yeah. Is this amazing? I mean, this is just like right out of a chapter of a book. It's my life. Her exercises include progressive body relaxation, controlled movement, and controlled breathing. You know, I'd done all the head stuff and the breathing stuff and all of that. And I'm telling you, this was to get rid of that stuff that's pent up in my body. I have been practicing the regimen that she shared with me for about 6 weeks now. And the panic and anxiety I've been experiencing for over 8 weeks is now 95% gone.
Hallelujah.
This is a mirror. Yeah, thank you. Hallelujah. And I will always follow divine guidance. Thank you, God. QHS gave me hope for a new life. I'm too excited to feel alive again. I remember when I when I got on the line with the first Q&A call ever with QHS, I put my hand up and Cynthia called on me and they said, what's your story? And I said, it's given me hope. It's just, I mean, I had it out of the box maybe 4 days and it's given me hope. So QHS gave me hope for a new life. I'm too excited to feel alive again. Physically, I'm getting better every day. I'm beginning to feel at home in my own skin. I'm beginning to love my body, to love my mind, and of course, to love my soul.
Aw.
Thank you, QHS. I owe my life to God and your technology. I'm really looking forward to my QARC experience and my involvement in the QHS humanitarian projects. I want to have some of my own. I'm very excited to be part of animal projects. I'd love to help all those little babies and the big babies, however they are, with the QARC.
Mhm.
And I say, thank you, God, and thank you, QHS. I also today experienced they're opening a new project called the Key Project,
Mhm.
which is very, very helpful. And one of the things that we did today was we laughed for 3 minutes. There were 100 people, almost 100 people on the program, on the Zoom call, and they asked us to laugh for 3 minutes. And I thought, oh my God. And when I was laughing, as I was laughing, I was listening to everyone else and we were all laughing. And I thought, how much longer is this going to be?
I know.
So you were there. So I'm saying, oh my gosh, but it really, really did make me feel good afterwards. So I look forward to the other techniques that they have to share.
Oh, those girls are beautiful. Like
Oh,
Laura and Christine, Ruby, Annette. I mean, this team is beautiful.
correct. Absolutely correct. And I tell you, now I'm happily waiting for the new white device, like everybody else, and the QARC and the home healing system. This is a world I'm happily attracting into my life. And I say, thank you, Cynthia. Thank you, Dr. A. And thank you, Wade. And thank you to my friend Nigel that told me about QHS. And thank you, Tracy, for this interview. And thank you to Julie. Oh, I just have so many people to thank. I'll be up most of the night.
You're just beautiful and full of joy, and you're just electric. You're just vibrant. But we have one last question.
Oh, good.
After your QARC experience, you're going to have all this beautiful wisdom, experience, knowledge, and apply it to a healthy 30-year-old body. What are you going to do with that?
I tell you what, I'm going to have a ball. I'm going to have
no doubt.
I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to dance. I'm going to walk. I'm going to play. I'm going to work my tail off to help everyone else get to be in the same position that I'm in after the QARC. So I want to share it with others. And I want to share it with the rest of my family. You know, they're saying, well, Mom, you know how that all goes. But I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be part of QHS, to have my own humanitarian project, maybe with a QARC. Like I said earlier, for the animals too. I want it all. I want all the little species to be together.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I totally hear you. I mean, I wanted that home healing system to get here to save my dog, but my dog, he just wanted to go. So I have one more left.
Yeah, I prayed for you so much. You know, I lost one last December. It was another Maltese that was, she had a big problem. So I know exactly how that is. And I lost another, I've lost so many animals because that's what they do. They come here, they love, and then they go. I believe some of them come back, but I believe some of them don't have to come back. But I would never give up. I would never give up being with them, even for a short period of time here on this planet, by not having an animal at all. I love that feeling. That is total unconditional love.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. My other guy's over here just snoring away. He just
What's his name?
Waits for Rocky.
Oh, Rocky, how sweet. He's waiting for you to get ready to take him for a walk.
Yeah, he likes to eat, and then I take him on a walk, and we just do our thing. But now it's like doting on him because the last one required so much care.
Yeah.
So Rocky kind of didn't get all the attention, but now, he gets a lot. So
yes,
it's good.
Yes.
It's good.
Oh, I love him. I just absolutely love him. And animal people are my people. And people that don't like animals, it's kind of like they've left a dimension behind or something. I don't know.
Yeah, right. Like, what's wrong with you?
I know.
I hear ya. My mother-in-law's like that. Like, animals don't belong in the house and la la la. But she's old school, grew up on a ranch. The dogs were outside, and I didn't grow up that way. So it's all good.
Me either.
Terri, I must tell you that you are so beautiful, and you are such a joy to spend time with. I cannot wait to have you back post QARC for your part 2.
Oh, I love it. I absolutely will love that. Thank you so much. It was great being with you too, Tracy. You are just wonderful to be with.
Well, so are you.
I'll take all the time you can give me.
Well, I'll have you back because you're a kick.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Honey.
Thank you for making this QHS project fly. This valorous admin team, thank you. The Key community welcomes you. Thank you for making your home QHS healthy and happy. Thank you for helping us place QH centers all around the world. Together, hand in hand, we make miracles happen. QuantumHealingSystems.org. Thank you.